done with the day and the week, and it is now the weekend. So we're back with our Friday special. Closing Bell recommends with our in-house entertainment detective Mangalam Maloo. He comes every Friday to tell you what you should be doing with your weekend. Mangalam, take it away.
Well, the kind of day the pharma stocks have had today, there was only one recommendation I could make, Doctor Strange. And that is the first film recommendation that I have today. It's the Marvel superhero Doctor Strange. So the story of the Doctor is such that he's a genius, arrogant neurosurgeon who's very good with his work. But by fate or some accident, he loses his fingers. So now he has to go and he tries everything to get his fingers back and stuff. Then finally he finds someone in China to get some sort of, magical, what's the word? Some powers or the levitation and all those things. He tries to get into those things just to try and fix his problem. But the thing is that little does he know that they are actually training him to be another sorcerer, the king of Chinese sorcerers thing, because the ancient one is going old. It's a very interesting story if you read the comics.
I would only go to watch it because of Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, the Benedict Cumberbatch is your reason to watch it. I would watch it for the story itself, and I'm a big fan of Marvel comics. And look at the kind of reviews that it's been getting. IMDb has given it an 8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, when it started, it gave it 96, and now it's come down a bit because as more people have voted, but still 91% rating coming in from Rotten Tomatoes. I haven't seen it in a very long time. And the Twitter meter, we have today we have a lady called Sucharita, who is a radio jockey, and she does a lot of film reviews as well. So the Twitter meter, she says that now watching Doctor Strange, interval, OMG, this is amazing. That's Twitter language for you. But up until interval, it was OMG, this is amazing. What's next? I would recommend you to go and find out for yourself. If movies are not your scene, if you like to, curl up and read a book this weekend, then we have Twinkle Khanna's second book coming out. The first book was really funny. I admit admit to reading it, Mrs. Funny Bones, which is based on her columns. I would find it really funny. So the second book, I think, should be something similar to that. It's available for pre-order. We don't know what the books are like, but if you have to go by the previous book, then that is something that we can read. If you're in Delhi or Hyderabad this time, there are a lot of gigs which are taking place. In Gurgaon, in fact, we have Arijit Singh, who's live in concert. So Arijit, I think he is the biggest singer that we've had in the last few years in terms of concert performance and all of that.
And the biggest crowd puller lately.
The biggest crowd puller. I don't know of any other singer from the film industry, apart from Rahman maybe, who could pull that kind of crowd as much as Arijit can. And Weekender, that goes to Hyderabad this time. This is the N87 Weekender that I'm talking about. It's the happiest music festival, that's the tagline. And it's the first time it's going to Hyderabad. So I think that will be fun, because if you look at the lineup, you have Nuclear, the usual ones. We have Farhan Akhtar performing there, Indian Ocean. I'm looking forward to Baiju Dharmajan Syndicate. Now, Baiju Dharmajan is a Carnatic guitar player who plays Carnatic classical music on an electric guitar. So that is something very interesting. That is something that I would recommend people to go really check out. And talking about Weekender, if you're doing nothing at home, switching on your channels, watch CNBC TV 18 Weekender, because we have Gautam Singhania in conversation with Ritu Singh. So there'll be a lot, I think, lined up for people this weekend.
Oh yes, Mangalam, thanks a lot for that. Well, talking about Arijit's scene, of course, the only singer who at the peak of his prowess could gather the kind of crowds, I think, was Sonu Nigam at the peak of his
He's performing next weekend, so...
And I've seen Arijit Singh live in concert. He's the only singer who performs continuously for 4 hours without any help from, background singers or many. Like when Sonu Nigam performs, he takes a break and he gets another singer to come and give him a breather. But Arijit Singh performs and he also plays many instruments.
Yeah,
so he's multi-talented.
He's a good guitarist. And, this is I watched him live, and I was having a discussion with someone who is very into music. He was saying the way we speak, the comfort with which we speak is the comfort with which he sings. So I've seen him go very high, very low, without changing an expression on his face.
Yes,
that's the mark of a good singer.
He has been, of course, the story of the last 4 or 5 years. And of course, I know one person who will buy Twinkle Khanna's book. That's going to be Sonia. I remember when we were going to investor camp, Sonia had bought Mrs. Funny Bones, and that's, of course, you read a lot of books.
I pre-ordered her previous book, so I guess I'm going to pre-order this one as well.
And once you're done with it, do pass it to me.
I'll pass it on, yeah. I mean, it's fun. It's, it's light and it's interesting. So, yeah, lots to do this weekend.
A lot, yeah.
Well, we have to get into a break quickly so that we can go and finish off all these things and plan our weekend. But thanks, Mangalam, for that. Well, take a